Good morning, YouTube. How are you? Listen, I'm going to make some biscuits today, and I thought you might want to join me. Let me turn you down just a little bit so you can see. I've got a lot of flour in here. I've got self-rising, white lily. I'm making me a bird nest in the middle with the back of my hand. You want a little nest in there. I'm going to use two chicken eggs of grease. And I'm going to use whole buttermilk. And I shook it up. I'm going to put in about 1 1/4 cups. Like that. Then I'm going to start working my buttermilk in with my grease. I'm not pulling any flour in right now. I know a lot of you are already making your biscuits, and I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and I know your family's enjoying it. What do y'all put on your biscuits? Do you put butter and jelly? Do you put gravy? Do you put nothing? You can put all kinds of gravies. I make sausage gravy, red-eyed gravy, milk gravy. I make tomato gravy, which we love, and I make chocolate gravy. So there's all kind of gravies you can put on your biscuit, and I know you'll love it. I do. And we are going to cook our biscuits. I've already greased my pan, this big pan right here. And I've got my oven set on 500 degrees. Now you're saying to yourself, I don't even know if my oven goes to 500 degrees. Well, let me tell you. If it only grows to 450, well, do it to that. But the higher the temperature, the faster your biscuits are going to rise, and they won't dry out. Now, if you cook them on 350 degrees, they're going to dry out. And you know why? Because it takes so long for them to cook. Let me move this light. I don't think y'all can see down in the pan very good. Now, is that better? See, I'm just pulling a little bit of dough in with this finger right here. You don't want to overwork it. Now, this is how your grandmothers did it. Some of them had a pottery bowl. Some of them had a china bowl. And some of them had a wooden bowl. But they left their flour in the bowl because it doesn't get wet. See there? It isn't wet. Even though I poured all that buttermilk in there, it's not wet. All right, here's how you clean your hands off. Like that. If my granddaughters were here, not my grandson, but my granddaughters, if they were here, they would be eating this raw dough. That's what they like. I know y'all think, my word. Well, I think that's what I think too. Put your little flour on your surface right here. Let me get it over here a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. Take your dough out of your bowl. I floured it just a little to get it out. Fold it over just a time or two. Don't work it much. There's my oven set on 500. I already got it preheated. Pat it out like that. And I use an old pizza can to cut my biscuits out with. You may have a fancy biscuit cutter, which is fine. You may have a can, but it's bigger than mine. Well, that's fine too. When you put them in your pan right here, put them close together. That way they only have one choice. Rise straight up. Winter will be here soon, and I hope you learn how to fix these before winter comes. Because I'm telling you, at night, on a cold old night, it's so good to have breakfast at night. And also, I use this, let me move that back a little. It's going to fall off. I'm sticking this back in the bowl each time so that it won't stick. Anyway, sometimes in the winter when I fry chicken or something like that, I make biscuits with it. If it's at supper time, I make biscuits with it. Because I make chicken gravy with it. And everybody loves chicken gravy. You say, what's chicken gravy? Well, you use chicken grease where you fry the chicken. That's the grease that you use to make your gravy. I thank y'all for watching me on YouTube. Listen, let me tell you this. There's some fake sites on YouTube. I wish that you would tell your friends what the real site is. I've got 120-something followers, 120-something thousand followers. So if you're watching one that doesn't have but a few followers, it's a fake. If you're watching one that says my name at the top and it's my video, but it's got the name Dana Strangebridge right under my name, that's fake. That ain't mine. They just copied my videos. I don't know who's doing it. It's probably not her. It's somebody else that's copied both of us. But anyway, I would appreciate it if y'all would let everybody know. Because when you follow their page, or subscribe, I should say, when you subscribe to their page, I don't ever see your comments. And why don't I see them? Because you're following the wrong thing. That's why. So I'm fixed to post this right now in just a minute, and you'll be seeing the correct one. All right, if you got some little dough left over like this, just press it together like that. Make you a new little pile. I'm fixed to show you this big pan of biscuits. And I'm going to pop it in just a little bit, maybe 15 minutes. You won't see me pop it in. But here's how long you leave it in the oven. Some of y'all always ask. You leave it in there until the top gets as brown as you like it. Now, I don't like mine real brown. But if you do, then you leave I want you to look at that. It turned out perfect. I cannot believe it. On this last one, I'm gonna make a band biscuit. I'm gonna make it real big. Put him right in the middle. All right, there you go. All you do is pop this in the oven on 500 degrees. This is how you get the dough off your hand. Get you just a tad of flour and rub it, and all that will come off. All that sticky stuff. And then you can put it in your sink and wash it. I wouldn't wash it in my sink without doing this, because I don't want all that flour getting down in my drain. Just rub it up like that and keep rubbing. You feed these little crumblers right here to your chickens. Y'all have chickens. I don't have chickens, but my Hannah has chickens. She does. So y'all please subscribe. Subscribe to my station. This is called Cooking with Brenda Gant. And that's all it says. There's no name under it or anything like that. It's just this. And if you don't say Cooking with Brenda Gant at the top of it, and I make a title, I usually write you something too. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.